I think our manifesto appeals to the heart and the head. Politics is about felt thought. You have to feel strongly and you have to translate it into an actionable plan. But I think there is nothing that would get to your heart and your emotions more than not having clean water to make a baby's bottle, or not having electricity so that the food in your fridge goes rotten. Those are things that really hit you in the solar plexus. And if people understand that that is far less likely to happen where the DA governs, then they just need to make the connection between their vote and the life they live. That is the critical connection that needs to be made. And if we just keep on keeping on, we believe that more and more people will make that connection. Well, what we see at the moment is a failing national state. The ANC is taking South Africa to state failure inexorably. And where people vote for the DA, they do see the difference, but they're going to have to see much more of a difference. We are going to have to drive our devolution policies with far more vigor and far more determination than ever before, because the hope that there will be a turnaround in the national sphere of government without a change of party in that government is not going to materialize. So that means by default, people can't live without services, they can't live without the things that they need, and where these are national government competencies that the failing national state can't deliver, local government is going to have to claim more and more of those competencies and demand the budget in order to implement them. So that is what we're going to have to do. We're going to fight very hard for devolution, very hard indeed, and we are going to make sure that people who vote us into power won't have to feel the ravages of a failing national state as much as they will in places that elect the ANC and then have to live with the consequences of that choice. Well, of course, the failing state always does one thing properly, and that is they fight everybody else who's trying to compensate for their failure. We're used to that now. I have fought national ministers all the way to the Constitutional Court to deal with their failures when I was the Premier, for example, and we're ready for that fight. We think that fight needs to be had, because where people vote for us, they're expecting the DA difference, and we can't let a failing national government get in the way of enabling people to experience the DA difference. I've always said, and we've always maintained, this is a consolidation election. Parties have setbacks. They then need to correct the errors and problems. They need to consolidate and then move forward again. That is always the pattern. So, for example, when the DA blew apart in 2001 and Martinus van Schalkwyk led the New National Party out of the DA and then joined the ANC, it took us some time to stop the bleed, to reconsolidate, and then go towards the next growth spurt. And that is exactly what will happen here. We recognized the crisis, we took steps to deal with the crisis, and this is our consolidation election. And from here on, we will go for the growth spurt again.